Good afternoon and welcome to episode number 25 of A Finch's Nest podcast. My name is Heather and I'm coming to you today from southwestern Ontario. Today is October 29th, 2024, and it's actually a very hot and humid day here, which is unusual for southern Ontario at the end of October. But it definitely looks like fall outside with lots of leaves falling and changing color. It's gorgeous. But I wasn't ready for this hot, humid weather today. Anyways, I have quite a few things to show you today. And before I start, I'll just tell you where you can find me on social media. I'm most active on Instagram, and my handle there is A Finch's Nest. So I'd love if you came over there to follow me and see what kind of making I'm up to. I've really been enjoying my making lately. I feel like there was a period of time there where I wasn't getting time to make things, and it's not fun when you don't have time. But lately I've been trying to really make more time, and I've really been enjoying some of my projects. So I'm happy to have some things to show you. As far as life updates, if you've watched my previous podcast, you'll know that I have elderly parents that have been requiring some of my attention and care, and that is still ongoing, and I'm assuming will be for the foreseeable future. So I'm trying to balance that and everything at home, and trying to get some time to do the things that I enjoy. So it is a tricky balance right now, but I did get my mom moved to a retirement home, and it's like a fully independent retirement home because she can be fully independent. And so right now her house is for sale, and then we'll have to move all of the rest of her stuff over. But having her at the retirement home has taken a bit of a load off, and even just worrying about her being by herself, at least now there's always people checking in on her. So that has been really helpful. And there is a shuttle at her retirement home that can take her to see my dad some of the days during the week. So then those days I get to be at home, and today's one of those days. So it's been a little bit helpful, and hopefully we'll get into a nice rhythm soon. As far as other life news, I decided to embrace my white hair. So as you can see, this is going to be a process, growing my hair out. So, sorry, I'm going to have terrible hair for the next year or so, but I'm tired of paying the hairdresser, and I'm just going to embrace it. Both of my parents have beautiful white hair, so I figure I'm heading down the same path. I might as well just embrace it. So, hence the look. Anyways, it's what we have to do, I guess, at this stage of life. So, anyways, let's get into some finished objects. I have a few, and just say it right off the top, I obviously do not favor any of my grandkids over the other ones, but for some reason, everything I made was for Levi. So obviously I need to start making more stuff for the girls because he's had his quota now. Anyways, so I know I showed you last time that I was working on a quilt for Levi. I always make my grandkids a special quilt just for them when they're born. And with everything going on in the last year and a bit, he still doesn't have his quilt, and he's almost 18 months. So I had chosen the quilt. It's called The Lookout, and it's by Elizabeth Hartman. And originally I was going to do the crib size, but because I took so long to get to it, I decided that I would make more of a lap size for him, so it'll last him a little bit longer. So I have the top all pieced together, which this is going to be pretty much impossible to show you all of this, but I'll highlight some of the things. So sorry, you're precariously on some boxes, and I can see that it's shaking. Okay, hopefully that's okay. My microphone's attached to the iPad, and I'm hitting the microphone cord with the quilts, and that's why it's shaking, but I'll try not to do that. Anyways, this is his quilt. So there's a whole bunch of trees. There's 3 different sizes in the quilt of trees. So it's his own little forest. Now, I will take some better pictures to put on social media once it's all finished. But there's one of the animals, the deer. I don't know if you can see that. I can't even see what I'm showing you. Here's a deer. And there's a whole bunch more trees. And then there's a bunny. And a bear. Is that not so cute? I think it's adorable. And his nursery is mostly white with some dark green. So it's going to look really nice in his bedroom. So again, this is kind of impossible to show you this way, but I will get some really good pictures of it once it gets back from the quilter. For now, I'll just put that over there. So again, that was the lookout pattern from Elizabeth Hartman. I enjoyed making it for the most part. The only thing I would say is I was getting really tired of making trees after a while, but it was all worth it, and he's worth it. So I'm excited to get it back from my quilter and get it to him finally. But I already have a place picked where I'm going to go and take some really nice photos of it once it gets back from the quilter. So yeah, so I'll show you those pictures on Instagram, and maybe next episode I'll put some pictures in as well in case you are not on social media. So that was the first thing for Levi, and I am so happy that it's finally done, and it's going to last him a long time because it is quite big. But he's going to be needing that now that it's cooler, but I'm waiting on my quilter. So my next finished object, also for Levi, is a pair of the feet teeth socks. My cat really got to this pattern, so some of the pages are missing. Let me see. Don't have the front page anymore. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, no, this is the last page, but this will do. So this is what they look like. They're little monster socks. And a friend of mine from my Saturday morning knitting group, she made them for her grandkids, and that's where I originally saw them and got inspired to make some. So there's different teeth designs in the pattern and different ideas for what you can do on the body of the sock. So for Levi, I did little striped ones. Oh my gosh, how cute. And they're just so little. I just hope they're big enough. But I thought if they're not quite big enough, I can at least I'll just rip the red back to where the teeth end and add a couple more rows if I have to. But hopefully they'll last them for the winter. They are a bit stretchy. But oh my gosh, I think they're the cutest thing. So, yep, they're done. And I did the little blue heels. Oops. So, to make these, I was using the Uni Merino from Universal Yarns, which I'll talk about when we get to my whips, because I'm still making little socks. So little socks, I always thought they were so fiddly, but I guess, well, because I tried making like infant socks, like newborn socks, and they are a bit fiddly because I use DPNs, but these ones weren't at all, and totally worth how cute they turned out. So anyways, that's the Feet Teeth Socks by Summer Lee Designs. And yeah, I would highly recommend those for little people in your life. I think they're going to love them. So put those back there. So of course, those are for Levi. And then last year I knit Antler cardigans for my 3 grandkids with the matching hats. So the little girls had pink ones and Levi had a blue one. So the little girls still fit, thankfully, but Levi needed a new one. So my daughter likes green, which I'm not a big fan of green. So, but anyways, I found a green yarn, which is the Berroco Vintage, and it's color number 51174. And this is the color. It's looking a little brighter than it is, but it's pretty close. And if you watched me before, you know that Berroco Vintage is my go-to yarn for grandchildren. It's such a nice yarn. It's so soft. It's got wool in it. It's machine washable for my daughter, so she doesn't have to worry about it. And the colors are fantastic. So here's another fantastic finished object with Berroco. So I made him his little, oh, again, it's looking brighter than it is. It's not quite that bright. But this is his little antler sweater. Oh, I love little kid knits. They're just so cute. I like him in blue because he's got really blue eyes. And so I find his eyes look bluer even when he's wearing blue. But my daughter really wanted green, so green it is. But it turned out cute, and I love the wooden buttons with the green. I think it looks really nice. So yeah, and if you can see in the yarn, like for a commercially dyed yarn, there's a lot of like depth to the color and some heathering, which makes it just look so cute. So I do find with this pattern, which I've knit so many times now, it does tend to fit a little on the smaller side, and the pattern actually calls for negative ease, which I would never make something for a child with negative ease because they grow too fast. So I ended up making him the 2 to 4 size, and he's 1.5. So hopefully it'll last him a little while. And then I made him the matching hat. Now for the girls I do pom-poms, but for Levi, I feel like the pom-pom kind of makes it look feminine, so I don't put pom-poms on his. So my daughter messaged me the other day to see if she could get the hat from me because, well, the weather has been changing. It has been cooler in the mornings, but today's a freak warm, humid day. But she said he doesn't have a hat that fits, so she's needing this one. And I also put one of my cute little labels on. Handmade with love by Grandma. So he'll be able to match his sisters again. And you know, I was trying to think of a different pattern to use, but this one's just such a good pattern. So I'd highly recommend it. So that was the Antler by Tin Can Knits and the Antler Toque, also by Tin Can Knits. Now, if you go on to their new app, you can access all their patterns there, and it was amazing because I used it for this sweater. Even though I had the pattern, I was able to like name my project, so it was like Levi's Antler sweater, and then you can pick the size that you're going to be working on, and then when you see the pattern on your iPad or whatever you're using, all you see is the instructions for the size that you're doing, so you don't have to like count over which size you're doing when there's multiple instructions. It's all just for the size that you're making. So I found that really amazing. So I would highly recommend using the pattern on their app, because then you don't have to worry that you're doing the wrong size or whatever. So highly recommend the app. I've used it a few times now and I really like it. So again, that was for Levi, and I told you what yarn that was, and it's Tin Can Knits. So I have one more thing to show you. That's for Levi. I just have to go get it and come right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so for Halloween this year, I made Levi's costume. So my daughter likes to kind of coordinate their Halloween outfits, even though like we don't really make a big deal of Halloween, but it is fun to dress up the kids. So she was trying to think of something, like we don't want to spend a lot of money or anything. So we were trying to think of things that we already had. So one of my daughters has special needs and she still likes to go trick-or-treating even though she's really technically too old. But we always just take her with the little ones and then she can still have fun. So she has this, it's like a one-piece pajama thing, but it's a cow costume, like basically a cow costume, but it's pajamas. So we thought she could be the cow, and my granddaughter Annie's going to be a farmer, and Chloe is going to be a pig because we already had a pig costume, and then Levi's going to be a chicken. So I made him a chicken suit. Now, I didn't have a pattern for, a chicken suit, but I had this pattern, Simplicity 2788, for the duck. So I sort of had a pattern for, so underneath this part, like this yellow, this is like a one-piece suit. So I had the pattern for that and this. And then I didn't like this hat, so I used a different hat pattern that more like this lamb, but without the ears, obviously. And so, so I did make quite a few changes to the costume, but this was kind of my starting point. And yeah, I'm thrilled with how it turned out. This is fun. So here's the little suit that's going to go underneath. So I had to make the pants yellow because chickens would have yellow legs, but his arms needed to be white. So, yeah, I'm kind of too close here. Yeah, so this is the little suit that he'll wear underneath, which is great because he'll be nice and cozy warm if it's a chilly night. And then I put a zipper in the back, which doesn't look like I did a very good job. But anyways, you were supposed to put Velcro, but I thought it's easier just to put a zipper in. So anyways, I'm hoping this will be a little bit big and maybe he can wear it next year too. But so this is the part that goes underneath. And then I don't know if you can hear all those sirens, but it sounds like they're very close to my house. So here's his little hat that I made. I think he's going to be adorable. I used safety eyes here because I had a whole bunch of them. And his little beak. And this is like double fleece, so he'll be really warm. And then this is the part that goes over the top. And it has a lot of feathers on it. And it's stinking adorable. Now, I will say, putting the feathers on was not a fun job. I think this is why my eye is so itchy. I used a boa. I picked up a boa at Hobby Lobby. Actually, I had two of them. And I stitched them on. But it wasn't easy because like the feathers would get caught on the foot of my machine, and yeah, it was not a fun job. There was feathers everywhere. But I think it's totally worth it in the end. But I wish you could see. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And then on the back, I didn't put the feathers. I decided to just put a tail instead. So, and it has elastic around the bottom to help, I guess, kind of bunch it up a little bit when he's wearing it. So, he's going to be a pretty cute little chicken. Yeah. So, hopefully I'll get some cute pictures of him wearing it. And hopefully he can wear it again next year because it was a lot of work, but it was fun. I enjoy doing stuff like this, especially for the little ones because they love it and they get so excited. As far as the fabric for this, I picked it up on sale at Joann Fabrics And for the red fleece, the white fleece, and this yellow fleece, it cost me $13. So that was pretty good. And then I just bought 2 of these boas at Hobby Lobby. I think they were $3.99 or something, so not expensive at all. So it was a pretty affordable costume, and he should make a statement wearing this. So tomorrow, actually, we're gonna dress up the little ones, and we're gonna take them to the hospital to see my dad. So I think that'll be fun, and I'm sure all the elderly people on my dad's floor at the hospital will enjoy seeing them all dressed up. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure we're gonna leave a trail of feathers everywhere though. But oh well, somebody will have to clean it up. Okay, I have to go hang this up. I'll be back again. Okay, I'm back. So there's feathers on the floor already, just from picking it up and bringing it over here. Crazy costume, but definitely very cute. So we'll see what he thinks of it. So my only next finished object is a pair of socks. I'm not sure if I talked about this last time or not, but Summer Lee Designs, she started a sock club in August, and it's called the Colourwork Cuff Club, I believe. And so basically every month, well, at the beginning, which started in August, she gave you a basic sock pattern, and then every month from now till next August, I guess, you get a pattern for like some color work around the cuff. And anyways, I thought it would be really fun. It was, I think, $12 for the year, which I think is a great deal. So I joined that, and I finished the August socks. So obviously I'm going to be behind because I don't have a lot of knitting time, especially now that Christmas is coming. But this was my August sock. So in August, she actually gave us 2 colorwork charts, but I really loved this one. So I did this one first, and I will eventually do the other one because I think it's really cute, but this was the first one. So yeah, so this is just a basic sock recipe, and then she just gives you the chart for the top. So cute little flowers. Now I will say, these socks, I haven't actually worn them yet, but they're always covered in cat hair because I have cats. So I'm not sure that dark gray socks was necessarily a great idea for my house, but they did turn out cute. So I will definitely be keeping these for myself. I love these ones. And I actually have a vest this color that I knit. So I thought that these would look really cute to wear together. So yeah, so this was her August, or one of the August cuffs. And that's Summer Lee Designs. And I'm now working on the September socks. So I am behind, but it's okay. I can get caught up someday, maybe. And the yarn I used was the Patons Kroy Sock. Here, this one looks better. The Patons Kroy Sock, and this is the Gentry gray color. I always have a couple balls of this in the house because I use it all the time, especially for men's socks. And then the coordinating one was the Uni Merino, and it's color 107. So this yarn I find at my local yarn store, which is Country Yarns, and she has a great selection of different colors, especially in the little skeins, which we'll talk about after. But yeah, so I didn't use very much of this at all. So I'll use this in more of the Colourwork Club socks, I'm sure. So yeah, so that's it for finished objects, which I'm happy with that. I don't get as much knitting time as I would like, but that's okay. Maybe someday. So yeah, that was it for those. I do enjoy the sock cuff club. I'm working on the September ones, like I said, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun just to have like a little bit of interest at the beginning of your sock and then just a plain sock. So I guess we're moving into whips. So this is the September socks, and here, maybe I'll put it on sock blocker. I've only got the first one done. But like I said, I'm really enjoying it because it's just a little something interesting and not difficult. So, yeah. And then you have some unique socks. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to give any of these away because I really like them all. But this was my September sock. So the chart obviously was just for this. Now with this sock, she gave you the chart for this. Plus she gave you a chart if you wanted to do like the whole sock like this. Or I guess it was similar to this. But I just wanted to do this. So I had this tweed in my stash. I've had it for years. And then I just happened to find some coordinating colors around the house. There you can see all the colors. They all just go so well with the tweed. I was really happy with how they turned out. And I don't really have socks like these colors, so this will be something different. So nice brown toe. Yeah, so I like them. And again, not hard at all. Just a little bit of color work to keep it interesting. So I don't even know if I started the second. Oh, I did. I haven't been working on these for a while. But yeah, I started the second sock, but I haven't gotten very far at all. Yep. And I would tell you where my charm is from, except that I have a bunch of charms from this girl, and they're all discoloring. So I'm not going to recommend that store. I don't know if it's the glaze she used or what, but they're all turning yellow, which is sad. Anyways, for this sock, the main color I'm using is the Knit Picks Stroll Tweed. Just like a light blue. And the color number is 26280. So yeah, like I said, I've had that for a long time, so I don't know if they still make that color or not. And then, let's see what else I have in here. Oh, this navy was the United Socks by Katya, and the color is number 11. This is they just come like in these little tiny, how many grams? 25 gram balls. And I get these at Country Yarns as well. They're fun to have around, so if you need contrasting colors, you just have a little bit. And then I had this. I should have been more organized, but my daughter's out this afternoon, and the one with special needs, and so I was like, now's my chance. I got to do a podcast. So I wasn't really as organized as I should have been. Okay, so this one's the Regia 4-ply. And it comes in a 50 gram ball, and it is color number 02143. It's a nice color. It looks like really woolly, really sheepy. It's very nice. Yeah. So I'm not sure where I got that from. And then the brown is also Regia 4-ply. The glare. And the color is 02903. So I'll get back to those at some point. I'm not sure when. I'm realizing how close Christmas is. I have a few things I'd like to make. I normally try to make my kids all socks for Christmas. That's not happening. But I would like to make some more things for the little ones. So yeah, there's big deadlines coming. Okay, this next whip is another sock. Now this sock I've mostly just been taking with me when I have to go take my mom to appointments or whatever, or anywhere I'm just going to be sitting and waiting. And I've been taking it to knitting lately too because I don't have to think about it. So this is just, actually I don't know what the yarn is. I lost the label. Which is unfortunate because this is a really cute colorway. So it's just a self-striping. I would assume it's one of the, German sock yarns. Oh, it's a Lang because it has this with it. So that's the clue. It's a Lang. sock yarn, but I don't know which one. But I love the colors in this one. And I'm just doing a plain vanilla, 64 stitches, 2x2 rib, heel flap and gusset, regular toe. It's just my standard sock. So I don't know if I'll give these ones away or keep them. I really like the colors, but I also know other people who would really like these colors too. So we shall see, but there's no deadline for these. It's just easy knitting to take in the car while I'm at appointments and stuff. So they will get done at some point. I have cast on the second sock. And I've gotten this far. So, get there. It's nice to have these sort of mindless projects for when you're out and about. And I always use my little needle cozies so nothing goes awry in my bag. So that's a really pretty color. I wish I knew what color it was. I'm usually really good at keeping track of my labels, but I guess with all the comings and goings with these socks, it got misplaced somewhere. So anyways, they will get done at some point and might be a gift. Okay, next I have a men's sock, which I believe I showed you last time. And I don't have my men's sock walker here. I will put it on this lady sock walker, but it's going to be too small, but I'll give you a better idea. There we go. Okay, so this is a men's sock. I'll tell you about this in a second. And I love the colors. I did find when I started knitting it, I was just going to do a plain vanilla sock, but I found that I liked the look of the yarn better in the rib than I did in just the plain stocking stitch. So that's why I ribbed all the way down, which definitely takes more time than just a plain stocking stitch sock, but it will fit really good, and I did really like the look of it with the ribbing. So this is a men's 72 stitch sock, and this pair will be for one of my sons at some point. I was thinking this Christmas, but that's not happening because I would have to knit 2 more men's pairs of socks. So I figure maybe I'll just give them socks every other Christmas. It'll give me 2 years to make everybody's socks. The problem is the grandchildren. I'd rather knit for them because they're small and cute. With these men's socks, they're not small and cute. But anyways, I was going to tell you about this, why this thread is so long. So when I cast on my socks, I do a long tail cast on, and then I try to keep a little bit of like the color before, so that when I'm casting on the second sock, I know exactly where in the color sequence I started casting on. And then that way it makes it a little bit easier to try to match them up. So that's why I left it so long. But yeah, I'm happy with those. And I guess this is another project that that I could just keep in the car too, because they're pretty mindless. It is a nice colorway for a guy. I find it hard sometimes to find nice colorways for men. So that'll be for one of my sons. And the main yarn is Nako Boho. I'm not sure where I got this from. The color is 82453. It's called Gray Mandala. It's very nice colors. So I did start the second one, but just a tiny bit. but maybe I'll stick this one in the car when next time I go out and get some work done on that one. And then, oh, and for the contrast, sorry. For the contrast heel and toe, I'm using the Patons Kroy Gentry Gray. So, yeah. And this is just a 2x2 rib all the way down, except on the bottom. Yeah. So, that's about it. I have one more whip, and that's in this happy basket. Right now this basket usually sits on my mantle, which is not the most decorative, but it keeps me motivated to knit socks. So here's Levi's little monster socks, and I think I showed you these ones last time that I made him, so he'll get these for Christmas. I just really hope they're going to be big enough. Maybe next time he's here without his mummy, I can try them on and see. I just don't want her to see them yet. So this is my little happy basket of little kids' socks. So these ones, I think I showed you last time, are for Annie. Actually, I don't know if I showed you. Which ones did I show you? I know I showed these ones. They're so cute. So cute. I didn't show you these ones last time. That was it. But I did show you these ones, I think. So these are for Annie. So Annie's the oldest. So my goal is that they'll both get 2 pairs of socks. So I started a pair for Chloe the other day. Chloe really likes flamingos. So I'm hoping to find a chart for a flamingo for her second pair of socks to put like a flamingo on the front. But I figured these were kind of flamingo colors. So they're very cute. So everybody's getting striped socks. I feel like when they're all little and so close in age, it's best just to do things kind of the same so nobody gets upset. And I was thinking of doing like different socks for the girls, but now I'm wondering if I should just do monster socks for all of them. But I also want to do flamingo socks for Chloe, so yeah. Anyway, so these are her socks that I just started the other night. So the yarns are more of these uni merino balls. So sorry, I don't know why my voice is so croaky all of a sudden. This color is 7169 and it's called Taffy. And I'm putting it with this one, which is color 140, and it's called Nail Polish. It's an appropriate name. And it's almost the same color as my nail polish. Yeah, and then Levi's were also these, and it was Tree Frog and the navy one. I don't know if I have any of that one left. What's this? Yeah, I'm not sure if I have any of the navy left. Or the tag. I'm looking for the tag, but... Oh, this is it. The navy one is color 131, which is nautical. I love these little balls. There's something just really cute about them. They're 25 grams, and they're not all... I have some of these little Regia ones as well, but mostly all uni merino in here. So it's just fun to... There's another color that's really pretty. This is color 142, which is called Romance. Maybe we could do a pair with this color combination. That would be cute. Anyways, I'm having fun playing with all these little... This is the red from the Feet Teeth sock, which is called Red Wagon 146. So yeah, I've got a cute little collection of these now. I have more. Let me see. See how many I can show you at once. Plus I had the navy. There, isn't that cute? Yeah, so the lady at Jean's, her name, at Country Yarns, she had ordered in quite a few of these little 25 gram skeins, and I love them. I am all for these little skeins. They're perfect for little kid socks, but they're also perfect for that Colourwork cuff club. So next time I go out there, I'll be grabbing a couple more colors. I noticed I was going through my yarns recently, just trying to pull out all my like solid colors for the sock club, and I noticed that I have a lot of certain colors, but then I have no yellow, I have no orange, I have no, different colors. There's a few different colors that I don't have. So I'd like to pick up a couple more of these that are just perfect to have a little bit of it, especially for colors that I'm not generally drawn to. So yeah, I'll be buying more of those next time I'm out there. I love my little collection of socks. They're so cute. I love having little ones to knit for. I'm also hoping to make 3 little ones a sweater for Christmas, and I haven't started any of them. So I have ambitious goals, and I don't know if I'm going to get it done. The other thing holding me up right now is I have yarn for Levi's sweater, so I could start his. But for the girls' sweaters, I'm waiting for Country Yarns to have her yearly sale, which is sometime near now. I think it's in November, to get the yarn for there. So I don't know. I'm cutting it a little close. Maybe I should knit them vests instead. But hopefully I can get them done. That's my goal anyways, that they'll each get 2 pairs of socks and a sweater from Grandma. So I will try my very, very hardest. That's all for my projects that I have on the go. I have been sewing a lot of bags, and I have put some in the shop, and I have more coming this week. What else have I been doing? Taking care of elderly parents. Yeah, other than that, that's kind of my life right now. I do have a lot of outdoor projects I need to do before the weather really changes, but there's just not enough hours in the day for everything. The other thing since I last podcast was I went to Woolstock, which is a fiber festival in Paris, Ontario, and I went with a group of friends, and it was so much fun. I didn't buy a lot at all, but it was really fun. I just wasn't in the mood, and I feel like I have a lot of I have enough sock yarn that I don't need anymore, and I can't afford to do a whole sweater in an indie dyed yarn. So, and that's why I generally just, especially for the little ones, buy the Berroco. And even for myself, I use Berroco for myself all the time. It's affordable and it looks amazing. Wash is amazing. But so I can't afford indie dyed yarn for sweater quantities. So yeah, I didn't buy much at all. I bought one skein and I will show you. So this is the one and only skein that came home with me. Now, how cute is that? It is by Hoko Fiber Company, and she's from Ontario. I'm not sure where. I think maybe in the London area. St. Thomas, maybe. How cute. So she had a pair of socks knit in this. Now, this is a DK weight. And I really wish it was a fingering weight, because I thought this would be so cute to make my granddaughter's socks, because she had a sample there knit up and it kind of looks like vanilla icing with sprinkles on it, and I thought they'd love socks out of it, but she only had it in the DK. So I might make them mittens. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I was thinking of making mittens and then doing the cuffs, doing one purple and one pink, and then they'd know whose is whose. And they would be really cute mittens, but they are also going to be filthy dirty all the time. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to make something cute out of it. And probably for my grandkids. That was the goal for them. But we'll see. And then after we went to Woolstock, we went to Mary Maxim, which is just around the corner, basically, from the fairgrounds where the festival is. And so when I went in there, I was specifically looking for sock yarns that could be used for men's socks because I find them difficult to find. And yeah, I'm usually knitting for my sons or my son-in-law. So yeah, always looking for men's sock yarns. So this one I thought was very nice. It's a little darker in person, but you can see the colors. It's Superba Soupy Doopy 4-ply, and it's color 005. It does show here how they're going to knit up, but it's kind of hard to see. But I thought it was a beautiful color for men, or at least the men in my life. None of my sons or my son-in-law, they don't like really colorful things or anything. They're pretty neutral like this, or like blues. So I think this is a perfect one. And then I found this one, which is a Lang Swiss Mountain Super Sock Silk Superwash. And this one is 55% wool, 25% nylon, and 20% silk. I didn't even notice that till now. This one's got like a rusty color and grays and like a very light gray. I guess it's gonna knit up like this. That's very nice. I did not realize that this had silk in it. I guess, if I had read the label that said Silk Superwash, I would have known, but I didn't. What's this one? 75.25 this one is. So anyways, I got these at Mary Maxim. And when I was there, I also bought a cone of dishcloth cotton, which I didn't bother to bring to show you because it's just dishcloth cotton. It's white with like all different colored, different shades of pink sort of speckling in it. So just for dishcloths, nothing exciting there. So I think that's all for today. Yeah, I've been busy. And I'm hoping I'll be busier in the next little while doing the things that I enjoy. I found for a while there that I just wasn't getting enough making time. And it's interesting because the other day I was listening to a podcast and the man was talking about how much time we waste in our culture right now. And I was really thinking about it afterwards. Like, how much time do we waste in a day? Like, how much time do we waste scrolling on our phones? Or, like, I don't generally sit and do nothing, but there are times when I do. Or, staying up too late and not getting the rest we need so that we are more productive the next day. And, and it's not that we have to be like, go, go, go all the time, but we do waste so much time, so much time. So I'm really trying to be more aware of how much time I'm wasting and trying not to waste my time because the days are short, right? So, so I'm just trying to, get things done in those little pockets of time. And for me right now, like a lot of time is spent with my parents or like waiting while they're at appointments or, that kind of thing, which is fine because that needs to be done and that's important. But like when I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for my mom to get, to go to an appointment or whatever, I can have my knitting there and I can actually be doing something productive instead of just sitting waiting. So I'm trying to just grab all those little pockets of time that we have in our day. And, even sometimes like you just sit down for 5 minutes. Well, instead of just sitting there for 5 minutes, I would pick up my knitting for 5 minutes. So I'm just trying to be more aware of, where I'm using all of my time. So anyways, I don't know if that will encourage you too, but it was really kind of eye-opening for me because it's so easy to spend a lot of time on social media. And so I'm trying to really not do that now. So anyways, I hope you're good. I'm hoping I'll have another podcast before Christmas because I'm hoping I'll have lots of things made for the kids. So until then, enjoy your making and follow me on Instagram so you can see what kind of things I'm working on. And I'll try to post a bunch of things that you can hopefully be inspired by to make some things for your own loved ones. Anyways, take care. And if you ever have any questions or want to reach out, you can do that anytime. Take care, and I'll see you next time.